Hello, my friends. I am starting something new today. We're going to start doing monthly favorites, and I hope that's okay with you. I just want to chat about all of the things that I'm grateful for in my little world, and maybe you can share what you're grateful for in your little world. It might make, the pandemic a little easier for everybody. And also, who doesn't like to gush, right? So we're breaking it down. Some of this is going to be bookish. Some of it's not. It's a real mishmash. Let's start with the home things that I have been loving so very much. First of all, I got a Nespresso for Christmas. Barry kindly bought me an espresso. I've been thinking about it for a while. I'm going to drink a little sippy sip. I'm really, really glad that we went that route. It is much more expensive than just buying like ground coffee and having a normal coffee maker. By far, absolutely. It's more like if you're going to Starbucks every day and buying like a grande regular coffee. It's more on that level, but I don't even care because it's delicious, and being at home, it's very nice to have a lovely cup of coffee. And I have been really enjoying a couple of coffees from it. First, it is Odaccio, which I am drinking today in my little mug. And I love that one. It's very smooth, very easy to drink. Some of the little pods can be overwhelming. I can tell you that right now. Some of them are overwhelming. This one is just nice and even. I also enjoy the Stormio. It has a little more kick to it, a little more punch, and I enjoy that some days. It's kind of a toss-up which one is my favorite. Barry's is Odaccio, so we have a heck of a lot more of that in the house. Highly recommend. It is lovely if you want to up your coffee game. And if you're a new parent, treat yourself. I would say treat yourself. We were gifted an Amazon Echo Dot for Christmas from our friends. And my goodness, we went down this rabbit hole. We thought one was enough. We thought two was enough. Now we have four. Really? Is that necessary? Probably not, but it is such a luxury. We have one now in the kitchen, living room area. We have one in the bedroom, in the basement, and then in the office as well. I actually have to set mine up in my little library office thing. It's wonderful because you can duck in and out of rooms. So if I'm upstairs in the bedroom, I can ask I won't say her name because she will somehow magically appear. I'll ask to just duck into the basement and talk to Barry. It's wonderful. I've also set up morning routines and nighttime routines in the morning. I'll have tell me what my word is for the year, which is work, if you're wondering. And then it will go through the news, which is also fabulous because it actually syncs up to CBC. So it's actually a CBC reading. Good morning.
Good morning. Your word of the year is work. Make yourself proud today.
For my nighttime routine, I have it go from, first of all, it'll turn on my light in the bedroom, which is lovely. Then it'll play classical music. And then eventually it will move into like thunderstorm sounds for me to go to sleep. And it'll play that the entire night. It's wonderful. I don't know what we did before this. I'm in love. I have a lot of beauty favorites. So prepare yourself. We'll just go based on what's on my desk. The first thing that I treated myself to after Christmas is Replica by the Fireplace. This is a lovely perfume for winter. I'm gonna spritz it on again. Literally smells like you're by a wood burning fireplace. It's got vanilla notes. It's very warm. It really does make you feel cozy just wearing it. It's so wonderful, and it doesn't last throughout the entire day, but I think I got the small version of this and then soon after bought the big version. So like when we're back to work, I think I might just bring the little travel spray to work and then spritz a little bit more on in the afternoon. It is delightful. It says the fragrance description is burning wood and chestnut. Accurate. So I've been adoring that. Another thing I've really been enjoying for my nighttime routine is an eye mask. This is by Saje. I don't know if this is a Canadian company or not. They have diffusers and they have lots of aromatherapy, and I splurged after Christmas and got myself a few things. And this was one of them. It was also incredibly well priced, like, I don't know, like $10. Really not a lot of money. And it is infused. First of all, it's very, very cozy on the inside. It's lovely. And it's infused with lavender. There's like little lavender sachets inside. So when you put this on at night, you smell it. You smell the lavender and it helps you to drift off. I really like it. I also enjoy that it's got this at the end. Yes, this part is a little bit annoying because it can get stuck in your hair a tiny bit, but I like that it's adjustable because sometimes they're not adjustable and then they're just too tight or too loose. And this, you can get like the perfect size, the perfect fit for your head. Oh my God, I want to go and take a nap just feeling this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Next, let's go into a couple of hair things that I've got here. First is the Batiste Dry Shampoo Beautiful Brunette. I love this stuff. I have a tendency to get a lot of like white cast stuff on my hair when I use dry shampoo, and I use dry shampoo nearly every day. This was found. I found it just before Christmas. I love it. I love it. I will never go back. This is the one for me forever. I used a little bit of it today in my bangs. Perfect. Highly recommend. Another thing, I did get this one for Christmas. I am in complete love with the Kerastase Elixir Ultime. This is a hair oil. I'm going to use a little bit of it right now. Just a tad. First of all, you don't need much. So this is going to last you forever. And it adds so much shine and softness to your hair. I used to just buy like the Dove dry oil, and I wasn't picky for most of my life. And then I thought, you know what? I think I'd like to be more picky. It fixes, you know, when you get like your ends can look a little bit fried. This fixes it. Oh my gosh, this stuff. I will never go back now. Yes, it's expensive. I think it's like around $60 for this, but I've been using it solidly nearly every day, and I'm only down to there. So I think I'll be okay. Absolutely adoring that. And it smells lovely, and I feel wonderful when I wear it. So there's that. This is a random beauty thing, truly random. I don't even know if it's beauty. This is more like, hey, hope you don't stink a lot. This is the Dove Advanced Care Nutrim Moisture Carrying Coconut Scented Deodorant. Now, a lot of people are going to the natural deodorants thing. I have really struggled with those. I've only tried, I think, 1 or 2 of them. Have struggled. When I was pregnant with Nora, I didn't want to use any sort of deodorant that wasn't natural. So I think I ended up having a lot of BO when I was pregnant with Nora, if I'm being honest. Most of the time I was just using Lady Speed Stick, like the gel formula. That stuff stings sometimes. This stuff doesn't. It's just very gentle. It's incredibly gentle. And I like it. Will I like stick with it forever? Who knows? But I enjoy it. Okay, now we're going into makeup. Just a couple of things that I wanted to mention. Barry also got me the Laura Mercier Caviar sticks. These, it was like a sample set. So I think there were 4 in the sample set. But my favorite, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is my favorite. It's Intense Rose Gold. And it doesn't look like rose gold, if I'm being honest. It looks more, here, well, a little bit. I guess that does look like rose gold. It's a lovely wash of color all over the lid. Don't put it in your crease because it'll make your crease look crazy, because this is high shine. But every time I put this on, I just feel wonderful. And I throw on some mascara, I just feel like $1,000,000. Very, very easy to get the job done in the morning, that's for sure, using those. I'm not wearing it today. What I am wearing today is the Fenty Gloss Bomb sample set. Today I'm wearing the shade, what is this? Ruby Milk. Look how bright that looks in the package, but it's really not. It's honestly quite just a lovely wash of color, like more berry-ish, cherry berry-ish. I really enjoyed this color. And then I've also been absolutely loving Cake Shake as well. These look dark, and then you put them on. It's just lovely. It's just lovely. So thrilled with those. Moving right along to entertainment. The first thing that I got hooked on with Barry is a 4-part documentary series on Netflix called The Night Stalker. Wow, we got hooked. We nearly watched all of it in one night, and then I was like, we should stop and sleep. Maybe prioritize sleep. I absolutely found it fascinating. This follows a terrifying serial killer and serial rapist in LA in the 80s. You meet the detectives trying to find him. You meet some of his surviving victims. It is brutal. Obviously, it's going to be brutal. It's not an easy thing to watch all the time. It is respectful of the victims, I think, but they do go into great detail about what happened to them. And that was hard. They also interview a lot of the surviving family of victims, and that was very heartbreaking, but I thought it was really well done, and I highly recommend that. We also have to talk about Amanda Gorman, who was at the inauguration of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and that was a good day for me. I was very thrilled, cried a lot that day. I actually had the day off, and so I spent it watching CNN like the entire day and crying. And when Amanda Gorman got on stage as the poet laureate and read her poem to us, she was incredible. What a way to bring people together and like bring the American spirit back. It's had a real hard time in the last few years, and I just think she did a wonderful job. And I started following her on Instagram, and it's been so nice to see her reaction to people really resonating with her work. Her book has recently gone to #1, and I just think she was incredible. I really, really loved her. And last but not least, I did want to chat about a book that has brought me a lot of joy in January, and that is The Hypnotist. Now, this is just gruesome. This is gruesome. Unbelievably. Like, I thought The Chestnut Man was gross, but this was also equally quite gross. This is the start of a detective series. This is with Junalina at the forefront. He is a detective trying to find out what happened to a family in which many, many people have been murdered, like stabbed and cut and dismembered. It's really gross what happens to this family. Now, a teenage boy survives it, and Junalina, gets a hypnotist involved so they can find out what happened to this boy's family and find the killer. This went in so many different directions. I didn't even know where I was going sometimes, and I didn't mind. I just enjoyed the ride. This has made me so happy because this is the start of a series. And ever since I finished the Free Decline series, I've been hoping to find a series that I can get on board with. It started slow. I didn't know if this was going to be the series for me, but about 140 pages in, there was no looking back, and I'm obsessed and can't wait to pick up the second book. So those are all of the things that have brought me extreme joy in January. I would love to know in the comments below, what have you been loving in January? It can be anything. It doesn't have to be a physical thing, just anything. I'd love to know how you're doing. I will talk with you very soon. Bye.